Art, tell me about the bees.
Okay, my father was pretty good on wild bees and where they had their honey located. Well, how he done it, I'll never know, but it wasn't long. Him and I would go for a trip, walking,
yeah.
and it wouldn't be long till he'd find that honeybee tree.
Is that right?
And if it was on a farmer's land, you couldn't cut them because the farmer would jump all over you for cutting his trees down. So we'd go at night.
Oh.
At night. Imagine hunting a bee tree, honeybee tree in the night. I remember one night they cut 3 down before
Did
they
you
got
take torches or flashlights?
No, they had them old lanterns. Remember them?
Lanterns,
and,
okay.
You know the carbide lights that miners use?
Yeah. You're right.
Sometimes they had they put the carbide and spit in it.
Yeah?
Carbide, yeah, carbide. You put carbide in the bottom, the carbide light, and spit in it, and then make it like a fume. And then you shut it up, and there was a thing on it. It went like this. It was one of those spark things.
Yeah. And
lit the carbide light. And I remember that one night they cut 3 trees before they got the right one. So they finally got the right one, you know. And,
okay, so you cut it down.
Yeah, that's when you get to the bees. Boy, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what they got their big broad rim hats on with a veil hanging down, and they got gloves on, and they got their wrists tied and their legs tied. But them bees still get to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So now, you've got the hive then, right?
Yeah, wild bees. That's in the cracks of the trees. Yeah, and you start with the sulfur pads and start smoking them, and boy, when they smoke, they really get crazy.
Now, tell me about this sulfur pad again. I've never heard of that.
Sulfur, you could buy sulfur. All you do is wrap it in rags and wet it and put it in the oven. And just before it got dried, that's when you pulled it out, and just so you could light it, and it would smoke, you know, because it was damp, and then the smoke.
Smells awful.
Oh yeah, terrible smoke.
Rotten eggs, right?
Yeah, really smoke. Yeah. And then we brought our tubs. We used to get tubs, and put that honeycomb. It was honeycomb, you know. Yeah. And most of the time we stored it in the garage, and because it was so cold, nothing would we killed a deer or something, put them in the garage, and just hang them up. We wanted meat. We just went out there and hacked the hunk off and we took it in the house.
Because it was frozen.
Yeah, nobody had Frigidairs. The only time we had Jello was in the wintertime. Set it out on the window, you know. And ice cream, same thing. Down the creek, get some ice, make ice cream. That was years ago. You know, that's the way we lived.
That is great.
That's the way we lived.
That is just